And we start this noon with breaking news out of Weld County. Former Platteville officer Pablo Vasquez has pleaded guilty to 1 count of reckless endangerment. Back in September 2022, he parked his car on the train tracks during a traffic stop. Another officer put Erie Rios inside the vehicle. A train hit the car with her inside and she survived. Vasquez was fired December of last year. He was sentenced to 12 months of unsupervised probation. Once that is over, the case will be dismissed and sealed. The other officer in the case, Jordan Steinke, was convicted of 2 misdemeanors in September. Today, the trial for 2 paramedics charged in the death of Elijah McClain continues. Monday, we heard from a first responder who was there during the confrontation. In his testimony, he said he could not recall any details about that night. Austin Bradley was called as a prosecution witness. Bradley's answer was the same for almost every question: I do not recall. Cooper and Peter Kuchiniak face charges of reckless manslaughter and assault. They're accused of administering a lethal dose of the sedative ketamine to McClain after police stopped and subdued him. McClain was not doing anything wrong. Prosecutors say the paramedics gave the fatal dose without asking McClain a single question or assessing his medical condition. EMT Bradley could not recall much on the stand, including whether the 2 paramedics took any action when McClain begged for help.
Do you remember Mr. Cooper doing anything to address Mr. McClain's statements here? I'm trying, please help me.
I do not recall.
Do you remember Mr. Kuchiniak doing anything at this point in time to respond to these statements? I'm trying, please help me.
I do not recall.
Of course, we are following this trial very closely. We'll bring you the latest updates on air and online, and again later today on 9 News at 4 o'clock. Right now, investigators are looking into a fire at the Mi Pueblo Market near First and Knox. Denver Fire got a call overnight of smoke and fire showing from the front of that store. It's been closed recently for renovations. Crews kept the fire from getting inside of the building. The cause right now is still under investigation. We want to take a live look outside near Horsetooth Reservoir. All that blue sky, absolutely gorgeous. Today could be a nice day. Maybe you finish putting out all your holiday decor if you've been waiting on that, and crack the windows while you're at it. Ed Green with us again this noon. It's gorgeous. We can't complain. Unseasonably warm, my friend.
Don't get much December days like this.
No.
However, we have another one tomorrow and another one the next day. So let's get out and do the decorations, all that sort of thing. Let's take a look at what we've got going on now. Red Rocks. Ever run up and down those stairs for exercise? A lot of people do, I'll tell you that. But look at all the sunshine, blue skies they have out at Red Rocks. And as we take a look, we have lots of sunshine and blue skies around the state. Here it is right downtown at 9 News, and you can see the flags not even blowing all that much, so the winds aren't as strong as they were yesterday. And we've got temperature at 63 degrees already, believe it or not. We're going for 63 degrees. We're going to have to adjust that. Lots of sunshine to go around, and with that, we'll see 66 tomorrow. Now, that's well above the normal by 20 degrees for this time of year. We'll keep lots of sunshine along with that. And then we go to 62 degrees on Thursday, keeping the sunshine around. Now we have a change coming our way. A cold front comes on through, so at 41 degrees, that's below normal for this time of year. We also see a 50% chance for some snow around here. How much snow do we think we're going to get? We'll take a look at this model. This has it about 3.5 inches. Yeah, I think that's about right. Then lingering snow flurries on Saturday with a high of 37, and by Sunday, 47 degrees, back to partly cloudy skies.
Ed, thank you so much. Today, the Erie Police Department is down 5 officers after complaints about misconduct. 4 officers were fired and another was demoted and then resigned. The police chief won't say exactly what happened, calling it a personnel matter. In a statement, the chief said his department, quote, will not tolerate any forms of harassment in the workplace. Police are not releasing the names of any of those officers. With these personnel moves, Erie lost 4 of its 12 sergeants. A spokeswoman says the department will look to hire those positions from within. She also says the loss of 5 officers will not impact service to the community. This week, Colorado Supreme Court will consider whether Donald Trump should be allowed in Colorado's primary ballot. A district court ruled that he should be. A group of Republican and unaffiliated voters is appealing the ruling, saying Trump should be disqualified from holding office again. They're citing part of the Constitution that says anyone who has engaged in an insurrection cannot hold office. The district court said there is no precedent that the clause applies to presidents, even though he incited an insurrection. Trump's team is also appealing the ruling because of that part about inciting an insurrection. Stormwater system upgrades are impacting the roads on the east side of Denver this week. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is along 14th Avenue with the impacts for drivers.
So we're along 14th Avenue and Josephine Street, and you can see right behind me, we're already seeing those detour signs and those cones, and that's because of a storm water project that's causing these traffic changes all the way down 14th Avenue to Colorado Boulevard. So the city says that these updates are much needed for the area because the existing stormwater infrastructure dates back nearly a century, so the 1930s. With this project, crews will be installing larger pipes to help the flooding issues that people see during any storm event. And construction often comes with traffic challenges, and that's what we're seeing right along 14th Avenue. So most traffic will be routed up to 17th near City Park. 14th is only open to local traffic for those who live, work, or anyone that needs to go to National Jewish Health.
You know, when we do these big investments in our stormwater system, I mean, it's wonderful from a stormwater system perspective, but it can be impactful to the traveling public because we're basically digging a huge hole under the street and, you know, people can't drive there.
Now, phase 1 of this stormwater project is going to go on until January 2025. These traffic changes that we're seeing right along 14th Avenue are going to go till next year, April 2024. So if you're coming out here, give yourself plenty of extra time. And then, of course, watch out for those construction workers. For now, I'm in Denver. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Big headaches out there, Brianna. Thank you. Right now, this American flag covers the casket of fallen Cortez Police Sergeant Michael Moran. It was placed there after flying in his honor in Cortez for 11 minutes and 34 seconds, representing the moment that he passed away at 11:34 in the morning. The 10-year veteran was shot in the line of duty by Jason Campbell during a traffic stop last week. Campbell also died after a separate shootout with police. That flag will stay on Moran's casket through his funeral tomorrow. It is a private service, but there will be a live stream and a procession will follow.